Good evening. We bring you the latest in the world of sports. I'm Boom Gonzalez. We give you the conversations you want to hear from your favorite icons and athletes. I'm Diego Dario, and in tonight's game plan, Nesthy Petecio leads the charge as the country's Olympic boxers kick off their gold medal campaigns with big wins at the 2020 Tokyo Olympics. And let's find out what is the secret behind the undefeated Creamline and Choco Mucho teams in the PVL. Plus, we'll catch up with Balipure's GRAZE, BOMBITA and Judith Abel. Buckle up, sports fans. Let's get in the game. Hello, everybody. Our Philippine Olympic hopes in boxing are off to a great start as Nesthy Petecio is 3 wins away from the country's first gold medal at the Olympics. 29-year-old Petecio defeated top-seeded Lin Yu-ting of Taiwan in a split decision to advance to the quarterfinals on Wednesday. Now, if Petecio advances to the semis, she's assured of a bronze medal finish. Meanwhile, Pinoy flyweight CARLO PAALAM also won his opening bout to advance to the round of 16. He joins Petecio and fellow flyweight Irish Magno as our country's boxing bids continue their quest for a medal finish.
Yun po, yung pinagplanuhan ko namin mga coaches ko, sabi nila na hindi ako pumunta dun sa comfort zone niya, sa fighting style niya kasi alam nilang matatalo ako kapag sumugod ako ng sumugod. So, nilaro ko yun, distansya, pasok, knockout. So, yun po yung ginawa namin. Sa akin naman po, hindi ko tinitingnan yung ranking. Kasi, yung sabi ko nga po na yung ranking namin, yung achievements namin before, hindi na siya madadala sa ngayon. Kumbaga, panibagong achievements, panibagong medal, panibagong records. So, sa akin, boxer ka din. Parehas lang tayo nag-ensayo, parehas lang tayo mag-training. So, patalinuhan na lang, patibayan ng loob. Yun yung laging binibilin sa akin. Mga coaches ko, lahat sa national team.
Sobrang saya po kasi split lang kami. Split lang kami. Tapos, kaya na laban, magaling talaga. Pero okay lang. Kasi naka-adjust ko naman ako. First fight ko ba.
And now joining us to talk about Team Philippines' big wins in the ring is boxing analyst, attorney Ed Tolentino. Attorney, it's been a long time. Good to see you.
Hi, attorney.
Hello, good evening, Boom, Dario. Good evening, guys.
Maraming salamat. Thanks for joining us. A great day for boxing. All of our boxers so far, even the ones who didn't fight today, obviously have advanced. But let's talk about Nesthy and CARLO. Magkaiba, no? The first match, unanimous decision. We dominated that one. Medyo nag-scouting nung round 1, pero in rounds 2 and rounds 3, we were good. And we dominated that one. This one, obviously yung inaabangan dahil number 1 ranking yung makakalaban. How did Nesthy counter the advantage in height and the advantage in length and the advantage in ranking of our opponent, attorney?
Well, alam nyo, sa totoo lang, many thought this should have been the gold medal match, ano? Kasi magaling yung Lin Yu-ting, World Amateur Champion, at World Amateur Champion din itong si Nesthy Petecio. Matangkad itong si Lin Yu-ting, so inalam ng kampo ni Petecio yung kanyang approach. Alam nila that she will be throwing long, elongated jabs and punches. So sabi nga ni Nesthy, dumistansya muna ako. I had to establish some distance para kahit paano masukat ko muna yung kanyang mahahabang suntok. But notice yung distance ni Petecio hindi ganun kalayo. There is still enough room for her to counter, to launch in. So ang ginawa niya, pag dumidikit na siya ng konti, taas ang depensa, both hands up. She was blocking the jabs of Lin Yu-ting. That allowed her to dart inside, wrap her up on the inside, tapos layo na agad. Distansya na ulit. So, in and out ang naging laro ni Nesthy Petecio sa labang ito. It was a battle of strategy. Napansin din natin itong si Lin Yu-ting, matangkad, pero walang masyadong head movement. Ano? Kaya ang nangyari, she was a perfect target sa left straight ni Nesthy Petecio. Petecio fought mostly as a southpaw in this fight. Notice in the second round, halos southpaw na ang kanyang style kasi napansin niya, baba yung kanan ni Yu-ting. So pasok na pasok yung kanyang kaliwa.
So, attorney,
great fight.
So, Attorney, Nesthy's next match will be on Wednesday against the 19th ranked Yenny Marcela Arias Castañeda of Colombia. What can you tell us about Nesthy's next opponent?
Well, ito si Castañeda is a medalist sa Pan American Games. Medyo may edad na to, around 30 years old na ito. Ang style nitong si Castañeda, boxer. She loves to make full use of the ring. So si Petecio maghahabol na naman dito. At unlike Lin Yuting na medyo payat, matangkad, ito malapad si Castañeda. And she loves to throw left straights, left hooks. So iyan ang style ni Castañeda. So another adjustment na naman ito para kay Nesthy Petecio. Pero sabi ko nga, since wala na yung number 1 seed, si Lin Yuting, abay si Petecio na ngayon, in my opinion, she should be the favorite right now in this weight class.
And, well, pardon the pun, but hopefully our guard doesn't let down even after what you just said, Attorney. All right, let's talk about
Yes.
CARLO PAALAM. Ganun din, may advantage din height itong kalaban niya. How did he neutralize that? And split decision din ito. And napagod, sabi ni CARLO, na inamin niya, napagod siya dito, but he went all out.
Well, anong nangyari kasi dito, PAALAM was able to outwork yung kanyang kalaban from Ireland, si Brendan Irvin. Itong si Irvin, inactive in 2019 largely because of injuries. Kaya nakita mo, medyo parang may mga okasyon na tentative siyang bumitaw. He was relying on the jab, itong si Irvin. Matangkad, parang si Lin Yuting din eh. Kung titinaw mo, yung matangkad din, very lanky. Pero other than the jab, parang hesitant si Irvin, nabitawan yung kanan. So pinasok lang siya na pinasok ni CARLO PAALAM, wrapped him up, bullied him on the inside. Walang infighting itong Irish fighter. Kaya talagang PAALAM was able to have it his way. And he was able to repeatedly beat the Irish fighter to the punch. So the way I see it, talagang tinrabaho ni PAALAM, he was able to outwork yung kanyang katunggali, who incidentally is the team captain of the Ireland's boxing team.
And he will be facing world number 14, Mohamed Flissi of Algeria next. Ito, personal question, Attorney. Para sa'yo, marami tayong mga heartbreaks pagdating sa desisyon. Kinabahan ka ba nung medyo pagdating na sa mga desisyon dyan? As you know, the judges, you know, it was a close fight, whether it's the CARLO PAALAM fight and the Nesthy Petecio fight. Ikaw ba, I knew you were confident, but was there something in you, knowing you and so many fights that you've covered and you've seen so many heartbreaks, also, especially when it comes to the judges, meron ba, nagduda ka ba?
There is always that kaba, hindi nawawala, lalo na ang reputasyon ng amateur boxing. Remember, they came close to scrapping amateur boxing sa Tokyo Olympics because of rampant corruption. Binigyan lang ng second chance itong AIBA, yung International Amateur Boxing Association. They are already adopting the 10-point mass scoring system ng professional boxing. So kahit paano, nabibigyan na ng konting liwanag ang judging, pero hindi pa rin nawawala yung ating kaba. Kaya nga sabi natin, if you can thoroughly dominate, hanggat maaari, wag masyadong dikit, sapagkat mahirap, anything can happen. Lalo na ngayon, medyo we're getting deeper into the tournament, medyo mabibigat na ang resulta, anything can happen right now. So dasal pa rin tayo, sapagkat alam natin ang reputasyon ng amateur boxing. Nandyan palagi yan, hindi nawawala. It's like the sword of Damocles hanging above our heads.
Oo, madalas tayo natitisan, Attorney, sa mga judges.
Tama.
Pero yun, today hindi nangyari yan. Congratulations,
Yes.
Attorney. As always, thank you very much and mag-usap tayo ulit soon.
Thanks, Attorney.
Thank you guys, mabuhay kayo.
Mabuhay ka rin. Now over on to more historic news. Philippine skateboarder MARGIELYN DIDAL made flag and country proud after making it all the way to the finals of the street skateboard event. The 22-year-old pride of Cebu City would finish 7th in the final round, with hometown favorite Momiji Nishia taking home the gold finish. Now, despite sustaining an injury, DIDAL was all smiles after her final attempts. Incredible energy as she completes her experience as part of history in the first ever skateboarding event in the Olympics.
Na-injure ka! Injured ka talaga!
Noong Sabado pa, both ankle, my tape bago pa yung laro. Mas naging fresh yung patilok. Kasi papasok yung patilok.
So, na-aggravate yung ankle sprain mo.
Nung nasa LA kami ng training, sa palabas, tapos ngayon pa loob. So, I think, babakasyon na ako. Back on track, recovering for a few weeks. And upcoming, like August, mid-August, we'll be in Paris for Red Bull event.
How does the finals feel, competing in the finals of the
I mean, I'm
Olympics?
just hyped. I didn't expect to be in the finals. I just enjoyed the moment, and I know you felt like you guys see me. I was gonna be hurt, like during the finals, pero enjoy pa rin.
Yeah.
I'm here to cheer for everyone.
Every time you fall, you put on a smile, put a thumbs up. You did your best.
Kompleto pa naman eh, wala namang nahulog. I feel a bit sad, pero okay lang. It's part of the game. And skateboarding, the Olympics just started. And
Kung madidescribe mo yung finals sa mga skateboarders na tumitingala sa'yo, you know, MARGIELYN, how does the Olympics feel like? How is it like?
dude, even though pandemic, yung road namin is room, village, kain, but at least I still enjoy it. Like, you know, you can, like, wag masyadong magpa-apekto sa pandemic. Just stay on positive thought.
How difficult has the journey been getting to this point?
We came a long way from streets of Cebu, and yeah, dude, you can't imagine like me being street of Cebu now in the Olympics.
Message mo sa mga taga Cebu, mga Cebuano, pamilya mo?
What's up? Hi, mga papa Tulits, sa mga Julie, papa Tulits, sa mga Exoon, especially sa umayab si Giselle, sa mga dogs. Na-inspired ako sa parents ko, kung paano lang pinalaki. Like, na-inspired din ako sa lahat ng mga babaeng nag-skate. Not just even like the ones I competed, like lahat ng mga nag-skate. And to those who started, like, just keep pushing.
Loved her energy, I loved her spirit, her opponents loved her, the crowd loved her.
And I loved her attitude, even though it's a successful or a missed attempt right there for her tricks. I really love her attitude. She was just still smiling. An inspiration for a lot of Filipinos out here.
Laban lang Pilipinas. All right, we'll take a break. Usapang PVL naman tayo when we come back here on The Game. still watching the game alongside Diego Dario. I'm Boom Gonzalez. Our last national athlete, in action for today is our very own weightlifting queen, HIDILYN DIAZ, competing in the women's 55-kilogram division. And we turn you over now to our Olympics correspondent, PAOLO del Rosario, live from Tokyo. PAOLO, what's going on? What's the latest up there?
Hi, Pao.
Hey, Jegs. Hey, Boom. I'm right here in the Tokyo International Forum, the venue for the weightlifting competition. HIDILYN DIAZ is expected to at least end up on the podium, at least by our standards as Philippine fans. But then we still do not know where she would end up. In fact, she hasn't lifted just yet at the moment. But still, hopes are high here for every Filipino present, and hopefully we will see a medal celebration involving a Filipino tonight for the first time in this Olympics. Boom.
All right, PAOLO, we unfortunately, we don't have much time with you, but it's good to see you, and we're all praying for not only you guys, but of course our athletes, including the competition tonight with HIDILYN DIAZ. Maraming salamat, PAOLO. Mabuhay, and stay safe out there.
Thanks, Pao.
Thank you, Boom. Thanks, Jegs.
That was PAOLO del Rosario, straight from Tokyo, Japan. Okay, it's been a good day. It's been a good day for Olympics for us.
For a lot of
so
athletes
far.
there.
Regardless, even if MARGIELYN DIDAL did not make it, I mean, the fact that she made the finals, she was ranked number 17, and then in the finals she was number 7. And you watched it, Diego. You know, infectious, the energy that she displayed throughout the competition.
And a lot of Filipino fans out there, watching Margie compete in that skateboarding tournament, a lot of people are inspired by her energy, even though, she wasn't really hitting a lot of tricks. She did well in that final round, and, she just made everyone proud here in the Philippines. So we've officially witnessed a week of hard-hitting Filipina greatness in the Premier Volleyball League. So crowd favorites Creamline and Choco Mucho remain undefeated, securing the first and third spots respectively. Meanwhile, dark horses Balipure are slowly knocking their way into the top 4 with their 2 straight wins. And tonight, to share his thoughts on the undefeated Creamline and Choco Mucho, we have my partner and, of course, PVL commentator, Boom Gonzalez.
You sound like I went away. All right, I don't want to dwell on this too much, only because I'm not really the expert here. Our analysts are the expert when it comes to breaking down the game. But, Creamline and Choco Mucho are undefeated. Let's talk about those two teams because they're undefeated anyway. And I think the 3 things here that are playing a factor in their undefeated run is 1, the superstars are playing like superstars. The bench is delivering. Yung mga hugot ng mga coaches are totally delivering. And also, the conditioning of the 2 teams is very evident. So I think that is contributing. And the fans of those 2 teams, the top 2 teams right now, are undefeated and are very happy that they're undefeated.
So credit that to their preparation and all the superstars that have been delivering for both teams.
Okay, but of course, Diego, we can't talk about PVL without talking to one of the rising dark horses of the league so far, the Balipure Water Defenders, who have steamrolled to 2 straight wins. And joining us tonight, we're very happy, our first ever PVL Professional Player of the Week, Bombita, as we call her, Grace Bombita, and their biggest role player, the one and only, the queen of the PVL, not just of Balipure, Judith Abil. Magandang gabi.
Good evening po.
Okay, in general, how are you feeling so far? How is the PVL experience so far ngayon na pasok na tayo sa week number 2?
Dami ng games.
Sobrang saya po, and yung ilang years po, like 1 year, then maglalaro po ulit ng volleyball, sobrang sarap sa feeling po. Yan, 2 weeks na din po yung nag-start yung PVL. Yun po.
Grace?
So happy and overwhelmed.
Mukha nga eh. And Grace, do you feel the same way?
Yes po. For me naman po, for almost 2 years na inantay namin. So talagang, yung gigil talaga nandun eh. Masaya po, masaya sa pakiramdam. And ito na yun ni-enjoy talaga namin yung bawat laro namin. So, yun po.
And of course, you guys had a back-to-back win. First, that 5-set clincher over Cherry Tigo and that 4-set win over Signal. So, kamusta naman yung two-game win streak para sa inyo? Kamusta yung energy ng team and how are you guys preparing for the next ones?
Go, Ate.
Sa akin po, sobrang nakaka-high po talaga sa akin na yung panalo po namin nakuha namin, talagang worth it yung sacrifices, talagang yung hard work po namin. So, worth it po talaga.
Lahat ng pagod, hirap. Yan.
Yung morning jog.
Yeah. Yung gigising ng maaga. Worth it lahat.
Oh, twice a day na practice, na late training, at lahat yan. It's all worth it. Pero hindi pa tapos. Of course, sa simula po lang to. Nadapa kayo sa una. Tama. Nadapa at nangapa kayo sa una. Pero ang ganda ng panalo ninyo. Both come from behind pa in both games. Kaya maganda. Pero I have to ask you, Grace, how does it feel to be the very first player of the week ng Professional Volleyball League? Historic yan. Kahit na anong mangyari dito sa season na to, hindi na nila maitatanggal sa iyo yan.
Sobra po akong thankful talaga, lalo na po sa mga coaches, sa mga teammates ko, and sa management ng Balipure. Yung tiwala na po na binibigay po na talaga nila sa akin, yung pinanguhugutan ko ng lakas. And sa support na binibigay ng family ko, especially talaga yung sa family ko. And sabi ko nga, tumigang to, itong season na to, is para talaga sa papa ko.
Oh, I'm sure napaka-proud nila. No? Proud na proud at happy. Walang iyak ha. Pero pwedeng rumampa. Si Judith, ang queen din ng rampa. Paki-explain naman yung meme na lumalabas dyan at going all over social media dun sa, alam natin, service specialist ka at yung ginawa mo kahapon. Kahapon ba yan? Nung isang araw?
For me kasi yung role ko dito sa Balipure is service specialist. So, lagi ako nalalagay sa crucial na time.
Ayan, no?
So, para ma-less lang yung pressure, less lang yung kaba. Yun, ni-enjoy ko lang. Enjoy the moment. Yes.
Well, grabe, kumalat yung ano na yan. And sigurado kami, Judith, hindi pa yan ang huli. Nagsisimula pa lamang. Maraming salamat!
All right, thank you, Judith, and congrats, of course, Grace.
Congratulations.
Thank you for joining us. I am Diego Dario.
What a day. Catch us weeknights here on One News, One Sports, and One Sports Plus. Thank you for watching. I'm Boom Gonzalez. This has been The Game.